If you're not already familiar with Google Ads search campaigns, they're usually what most people think about when they think of Google Ads. So like if you do a search on Google, like Phoenix remodeling contractors, it's these ads right here that show up at the very top of the Google search results. There's also these are called Google guaranteed ads. These are a little bit different. They technically still work on search, but when we talk about Google Ads search campaigns, we're talking about these types of ads right here, right? And when we are in our Google Ads account, of course I'm in the new layout, so you can switch between the new and the old view up here. But in the new Google Ads user interface, you'll be able to select campaigns over here from the left side. And when you do that, that's going to show you all of your campaigns here. This is an old account, just kind of random, just to show you an example so you can see. With all of these campaigns right here, there's this little magnifying glass, which is now used for the icon of search nowadays, right? However, there are some that are a little different. Like this one shows a video camera, and then this one shows like a magic pen tool or something. I'm not entirely sure what that icon's supposed to represent, but the search icon right here indicates that it's a search campaign. You can also check the campaign type right here. If you don't see this, you'll need to go to columns, modify columns, do a search for campaign type and add that into your columns. But once you have that added in, you'll be able to see like this is a video campaign, which is why it's showing a video camera right here. This one has this little magic wand tool. That's because it's a smart campaign, so you can just wave the magic wand, I guess, and it's supposed to work really well, right? So that's the easy way to determine whether you're actually running a search campaign or a video campaign or a display campaign. There's a number of different types of campaigns you can set up in Google Ads. So let me show you how you would actually set up a search campaign versus some other type of campaign. So, because it can be a little bit confusing if you're not familiar. When you're in campaigns, you can just push the blue plus sign right here to create a new campaign, and then click New Campaign here. You can also do the same from like the overview and just click New Campaign right here. Same thing. And then it's going to take you to a pop-up that looks like this window right here. And it's going to give us some options as far as the objective that we want to achieve with the ads. Typically it's going to be one of these three for a search campaign. And more often than not, it's going to be one of these two, sales or leads. So sales is for an e-commerce business, leads is for like a service-based business. So let's say we're generating leads in this case. Then it's going to want us to add our conversion goals, which is fine. We're just going to skip past that for right now. But once we click continue, now it's going to show us the campaign type. So we can select which type of campaign we want to run here. And of course, we want to run a search campaign, so we would choose this one right here. The rest of these are different types of ads. So Performance Max actually does show on search, but it also shows on display, it can show on shopping, it can show on video, it can show on all sorts of different areas. Display are going to be like the banner ads on the sides of websites. Shopping ads are like product-based. Video ads are on YouTube. So if you want to run a search campaign, you pretty much have to just select this option right here if you want it to be search only. And you can see right here it says, get in front of high intent customers at the right time on Google search. This is kind of the, what we were talking about before, like the traditional search campaign that everyone thinks about when they think of Google Ads. The reason it is so powerful is because it has such high intent. Like with a display ad, it's results by volume. You're just showing your ads to tons and tons of people until somebody sees it and it catches their attention and they decide to reach out to you. So those types of customers tend to be lower quality because you're kind of interrupting their day and saying, hey, look at this awesome offer, come check us out. Whereas with search, somebody is coming to Google, they're looking for like a remodeling contractor, and then they're seeing you as an option up here, clicking on it, reaching out to you, which means they're looking for the exact product or service you offer right when you're showing them an ad about that same thing that they're looking for. So by the time they get in touch with you, they're ready to go. And that's what makes search campaigns so powerful, is the high user intent, the high intent behind the traffic. So if somebody's looking for your product or service and you get in front of them at that exact moment, there's a good chance that they're going to buy from you. So from here, we would then just go through, choose, essentially what we want to accomplish. This is actually really only beneficial for some of these like phone calls. If you want to run call only ads, you can do that. So there is a way to have a search campaign where your ads, it's not really meant for people to click on it and go to a website. Instead, it shows your phone number as the biggest thing in the ad. That really is it's mostly for mobile, so we're not really going to see much here. But if you just did website visits, it would allow you to go through and set up a traditional search campaign. So you can just put your domain in here, example.com, give it a name. And in fact, you don't even have to use this right here, actually. You can leave this blank if you wanted. And just give it a name here, click continue. And then it's going to have us choose a bid strategy type. Usually we're going to want to start with maximize clicks. So one thing to watch out for here is Google's actually going to try to show your ads on other networks. So like their search partner network is a network of a whole bunch of websites where they have a search feature on their website and it's powered by Google. So it's like somebody's doing a Google search, but it's not on google.com. It's typically not going to get that great of results. And then the display network is what we were talking about before, where you just show a banner ad on the side of a website. So if you just want to run a traditional search campaign and only have your ads showing up at the top of the organics, or the top of the search results page, I should say, then you're going to want to disable both of these options. If you leave these enabled, it's going to also show your ads in a bunch of other places. Then you're going to want to select the location. So let's say we're just going to run ads in the United States. This is all fine. We can just leave it as is. Click next. And this is kind of cool. So Google has started using artificial intelligence, machine learning algorithms, large language models to help you create your ads campaigns. So you can put a website in here, give them a bit of a description of what you want to create, and they're actually going to go through and help generate your ads for you, which is pretty crazy. I'm just going to skip through this right now. It's kind of in beta mode, but you can see it took our example.com domain, which we put in and then removed, so I'm not sure why it was still in there. But it also gave us some keyword suggestions. So that's where we would put, our website to get some keyword suggestions in here. And then this is where we can actually start setting up our ad, right? So we would put the URL where we want to send the traffic. You can put a little display path here. So this is going to show at the end of the URL. So you can see that shows up here now. We can add a phone number for people to call us. And then we can start putting in our headlines, all of our descriptions, our extensions, and then go through and launch our ad from there. Now I have videos on my channel. You can look up how to create headlines, how to create descriptions, all this stuff, how to add extensions, which are now called assets, like site link extensions, call out extensions. If you expand this here, there's also structured snippets, lead forms, prices, a whole bunch of other extensions here. But essentially you would finish setting all of this up, and then you would click next, and it would take you through a couple of last steps to actually launch your Google Ads campaign. Now, I'm not actually going to launch this because we don't want to be advertising on example.com, but that should give you a pretty good sense of how to at least get your search campaign set up. Once it's set up, you'll see it showing up like this, and it'll have ad groups underneath it, which you can find right here. So there's campaigns and ad groups. I also have another video talking all about how to structure your ad groups, so I won't go through that in detail in this video. But now that you kind of know how a Google Ads search campaign is set up, how it works, you can start utilizing these campaign types in your account. And if you do have any questions about how to set up a Google Ads search campaign or anything like that, don't hesitate to reach out. You can just drop your questions in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get back to them there. Look, if you're the type of person that just doesn't even want to deal with Google Ads anymore, then you can always reach out to me. My company is Missoula SEO Geek. I'll leave a link to my website down below, but we do manage Google Ads for different companies in different industries, and you can come learn about what we do, what makes us unique. You can even read some of the testimonials from some businesses that we've taken from 0 to over $1 million in revenue, like this one here. And really just see that, this is the type of thing that's going to explode your business growth. So feel free to reach out. You can always give us a call or contact us through our website, and look forward to working with you.